Hi, this is Carolyn. It's January 29th, 2026, and I'm finally posting what Jesus asked me to do, and it is free. He wanted these words free, and he wanted it to go out to the world. It is not supposed to be used for profit or put a twist on it or analyze it deeply or anything else. The date just happened to be the date because I was calm and I was home, and it was like a perfect time to take the time to talk to me. Okay, so when I tune in, I always have a recording device, and then I take that information and it gets typed up, and it's for this book that Mother and wanted. And the whole heavens of being, all of them, even those words you cannot use, are helping with it. So it's over, like I say, 108,000 words, and I still need more help, and I need to get it published because they want the whole world to read it. It is the rules and the guidelines for living in their world. Okay, it's not religious. You don't bow your head. You don't close your eyes. You act normal, like a normal person. Talk to somebody. You know, these people that are so rich and off the hook and so fake and phony, it's like it is not any of that with them. Mother doesn't even wear a crown. You know, that's our mother and our father. So, when we die, we children of the light, we go home. This world is fabricated. It isn't real. It is school. It isn't real. So, and the worst thing is, children come into the world knowing the difference between right and wrong, and they know where they are. Okay? So here we go. I'm going to play this, and it's kind of lengthy. It's about almost 17 minutes long. So this is never going to happen again, probably. They don't have to, Jesus, Father, Mother, Counselor. Nobody has to talk to anyone. You have a guide. Learn how to connect to them. You'll get your nudges. You have to be very advanced to be able to converse with them. But I'm going to play this, okay? You don't open your mouth.
Okay, this is Jesus.
So Jesus is here. We've been talking. I thought he was a Catholic person, but it's actually Jesus. He said, I am. He said, I am Jesus. I am I was the son of Joseph and of Mary. He says, those were my human parents. He says, Joseph and Carolyn have been wanting me to return. It's been quite a while since I've come. He says, and I'm very happy to be here. He says, so as of this moment, as this recording is taking place, I do want to give an update to the world that the book it's coming along. We've all been, I got goosebumps. We've all been helping. He says, and we are still looking very forward to the opening of the book, so that all of you will be reached and your hearts will be touched. So you will learn how to live better and how to get along in this world. It says, as Father has already spoken, the world is facing demise. He says it's absolute demise. Come, Jesus, he's right there. He says, I'm right here. I'm standing right there. He says, which is, let's let the audience know, which is about an arm's length from Carolyn. He says, this time we have the recording device. Yay. He says, but as Father has spoken about the world and the demise, we have enemy at the gates, which everyone is aware of all over the world. Tremendous problem. He says, we have the saboteurs, which are bound and determined to sabotage and destroy the safety and beauty and serenity of the planet through pollution, through non-successful negotiations for so-called climate change, as they are speaking about. He says, I don't know if we can use that word in the book, but they're not cooperating when it comes to the changes that are necessary to bring the results to the world that is needed, and it is needed now. Whether or not you believe in it, it doesn't matter. The world at this point is in danger. You happen to reside on this planet, and this planet needs tender loving care, and it needs it immediately. All cars, as the council has spoken, need to be replaced. He says and so did Father. He says the air needs to be cleaned up, the waters, and the sacrificing of animals for human consumption needs to tremendously slow down. They don't deserve this. Most of you are not even that hungry to be eating them. He says, in my time, when I was here before, and I want to make it perfectly clear, when I was here before, there was much greed, and there was much upset, and there was much danger, and life was tremendously difficult for most. He said you just didn't go to the grocery store and get your food. It was challenging. Money was practically scarce to many, and the rich and the greedy were taking all that they could. He says, and that was my purpose to come. My purpose was to come and to show and shine a big bright light on all of these affairs that were taking place and all the changes that they needed to be made. He says, just as today, the same things are happening. I got goosebumps like crazy. He says the changes, he says the changes that I wanted back then are similar to the changes of today. He says, I'm not going to stay on here a long time. He says, I know that Carolyn and Joseph are just so surprised. He says, but I want you to understand this. For all of you in my name that call yourself a Christian, for all of you in my name that talk to Father, for all of you in my name that talk to Mother, for all of you that talk to me, heed my words. No more can you put people in power that refuse to do the right things according to the wishes of your father and mother. No more. No more do you intentionally destroy this planet and the life in it. He says it's been spoken throughout the book about those that once you die and you let go of your human body, that those that you leave behind and those that are still coming in. He says, it isn't fair, it isn't right, and I'll be honest about it. He says, Father and Mother have had their fill of the destruction and the greed and the political superiorness that is taking place around the world. Not one human being in my eyes or the eyes of Father and Mother is superior. Do you understand this? Because it is important that you understand this. It's not how many times you kneel or how many times you pray or even what you say. It's how you live your life and how you affect this world. He says, and today there are so many problems and they're human caused. There are others that say it's human caused. You have probably heard. There are always children of the light that are out there speaking. They're saying, don't do this. You have to do this. Change this. You're doing this. You're causing this. You're doing this. And you are. So for anyone and everyone that ever ends up hearing this recording, which will also be publicized, Carolyn and Joseph, you will put it out there because I would appreciate it very much that you put it out there. Free to everyone to hear my words in this situation because the time is near. You have rotten politicians trying to get in again. You have people that want to destroy others. You have hatred that is growing leaps and bounds every moment of every day. But I am here to tell you that all those that participate in these things are accountable. And they will be punished, and they will be punished harshly. And you must understand this, that after you lose your human body, you are still accountable. You're not a ghost. You are not thin air. You are a being. And if your purpose in this world is to cause harm, you're going to be punished. If you're an enabler and you say, look, there's so many good qualities in this human being. Look, and they are evil, you're accountable. There's enough out there today through all the technology, through all the people that are talking, to understand the difference between right and wrong and good and bad. This religion that was created upon my name, called Christianity, to some has become a weapon of hate and a weapon of destruction. Not only are you hating innocent people, but you're also trying to destroy Mother and Father's planet. Why? How? How could this be? Because you are voting in the very politicians that say, no, we want no part of improving anything. Heed my words. He says, there may not be another time that I come back that I feel like I want to speak to you. He says, I can't say for sure. He said, but I tell you this very night, which Joseph will document the time when it's over and the date. So they know what day it is, what date it is, what time it is.
It's Halloween.
He says, I have returned again to talk. He says, and to let you know that in my name, all those that purposely choose wicked beings to put into power will be accountable. I don't care where you are on this planet. It doesn't matter. It does not matter what house you live in, what color your skin is. It doesn't matter. So you better investigate them and you better figure it out, because it's in epidemic proportions and it crawls around like a snake in the night. He says, I also want to say to the children of the light, to the people that are doing right, that are behaving themselves out here in the world, and they know the difference between right and wrong, thank you. Thank you for me and my brothers and sisters. He says, thank you. Thank you for standing up and doing what is right in this world. Thank you. Whether it's talking to your neighbors, while it's talking on the phone, being on the computer, talking politically. There are many politicians out there that are good. They are good. They believe in caring for the less fortunate. They believe in caring for the homeless. They believe in helping. They believe in science. They believe in the medical profession. Yes, this medical profession, as the years go by, it improves and it improves and it improves. It's a study. And you need to understand the concept. It is a study. He says, and those that have intentionally taken it upon themselves to spread the virus around this world, shame on you. Shame on you. The people that have lost their lives in vain, shame on you. Put your mask on. Get your shots. Do what you're supposed to do. You can trust the vaccine. How is it so? Because it's ran by the Democrats. The Democrats are overseeing it. Remember, it's the Republicans in America that want to cause the harm. Don't forget that. They are the harmers. Throughout history, they have always harmed. They're not fooling anyone. They're part of a lineage that goes across the world. He says you keep your eyes on them very carefully and you push them back. No more in my name do you do these horrible things. No more. No more do you say, I don't know what anybody's talking about. They're the greatest people. They are not. Ask them, what are you going to do for the planet? What are you going to do for the water and the air, the children, the elderly, the homeless? What are you going to do? What are you going to do for these mothers, these single mothers that have children? The children that belong to the divine, their children. Because what is so important to the divine? The animals and the children. He says, no more in my name. No more shall there be destruction. That wasn't what it was about. In the book, it explains how the rich took over the writings. We did our part. It was sabotaged. I'm sorry it was sabotaged, but it was. Just as today, they lie, they fool you, they take advantage of you. You've lost family members to the virus. You have been fooled by evil. He says, I don't have much more to say. He said, the one message I want you to know is that you are loved. And one day, if you are a child of the light, if you are a child of the divine, He said, you will return home, and you will return home swiftly and safely. And if you are not, he said, then I will turn my back on you, and so will the divine. They have a zero tolerance of evil. They have a zero tolerance of wickedness. He says, your marriage that broke up, that was a problem, that didn't go well, is not considered evil unless you were doing evil things. He says it's a relationship that didn't work out. He said, in the book, we have broken it down where you learn the difference between right and wrong and good and bad, where you have a real understanding. Because right now, there are too many people that have taken it to such a degree that you don't even know the difference. Because it seems like everything is bad. Well, it's not. There is a lot of good in this world. But you need your boundaries. You need your boundaries. You don't have the right to go out and attack other people or the animals or harm the planet, ever. You don't have that right. Innocent people have the right to live and have a good life like everyone else. So these that are superior, these that run amok in rage and hatred, just remember, the day will come and your body will be gone. He says, so I just want you to know, he says, for the children of the light, your mother and father are proud of you. He says, we love you. He says, I love you. He says, all of you. He said, we have people in Europe. He says, people around the globe that live very humble lives. And may these words reach you. It's so touching. He says, give Carolyn a minute. Okay, give me a minute. There you go. He says, may my words reach you. He says, because you need to know you are loved. And that the divine have their eyes on you. And that they care about you. No matter what the color of your skin. No matter what language you speak. That you are cared about. He said, there are many people in my name that would die over my name. He said, you're loved. He said, but let's remember, there are so many religions. So many religions. He says, I appreciate so much how you care about me. So much. And mother and father the same for how you care about them. He said, but let's remember, there are other people. And we have to get along, right? We have to get along in this world. All of you. You have to do it. He says, I'm reminded of a woman walking down the rocky cobblestone path of the little village, wondering, where is Jesus? Where is Father? He says, we're here. And I want you to know we're here and we see you. Every one of you. Every single one of you. Not one word spoken, not one word, not one prayer that goes on into the night do we not hear. We hear it all and we see it all. He says, go in peace, go in love, be good to each other. Stop the wicked. It's imperative that you do. He says, and take care of yourselves. Do the best you can and help each other. He says, one day you will return home. He says, I love all of you.